G'day everybody, and welcome back to another Ross Reviews, where today we're in a 2006 Nissan Skyline V36 SP, also known in America as a later model Infiniti G35. And today on the show, I really want to show you guys why this is still one of the most slept on JDM cars you can buy today, because prices of these are still crazy low, and man, bang for buck, this thing is awesome. Now, firstly, we do have to say a huge thank you to Next Ride once again for loaning me out this particular V36 Skyline, because I'm really excited to show this off to you guys. This thing, it's slept on. This one is for sale. Link will be in the description below. You guys are gonna like this. I actually used to own a G35 V35 here in Australia when I first moved here, and 6-speed manual, the last of the actual V35s. I absolutely love that car, and I'm really hoping to find another good one to review for you guys soon. These V36s, they did get a massive update over the V35, because inside, it really did get a massive change. You have a lot of luxury in here, leather seats, flappy paddles, 5-speed, automatic, and under the bonnet, of course, we've got that 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. Puts out 310 horsepower and about 265 pound-foot of torque. Rear wheel drive, and these things sound all right. They definitely move. These can show age now. You know, it's getting old. It's getting close to 15 years old, this car. So, you know, it really has been around for a long time. But when you sit in it, you know, it's got a lot of good stuff. You know, the flappy paddles that are mounted to the column, leather seats in here, quite comfortable. Infotainment system, it is all in Japanese, but, you know, you can navigate through it. It's just classy. You know, even that nice analog clock that's in the middle there, I really like the look of that. And honestly, it's a simple recipe what Nissan did with this car. NA power, decent amount, rear wheel drive, made it nice to sit in here, gave it really good handling, and I think this car still looks pretty damn sharp for a 2006. There's a lot to love. Now, these V36s were launched in 2006 and carried through all the way up until 2014, where unfortunately that is where the Skyline name fell off. And I mean, I guess to a point it didn't really need to be on this car anyways. Infiniti probably was the better option, but they came out with the Infiniti Q50, which they do still sell today, I believe. It's a very nice car as well. The car really does handle well. You know, it's no front end messing about. It's glued to the road. Steering feels really nice and connected. And because that VQ35HR is actually technically behind the front axle, this is kind of like Nissan's claimed front midship platform. So, you know, it's not totally a mid-engine car, but it's, you know, the majority of that engine is behind that front axle. And, you know, you can really feel the balance in this car. And then just getting on it here. Yeah, you know, I don't really like this exhaust. It's a bit too open, it's a bit too loud, and just doesn't really have the tone this motor is famous for. But again, you know, the speed is there. It's not a stupidly fast car here, but it's definitely enough for an enthusiast and for someone to have a bit of fun on a back road with, because, you know, we're talking over 300 horsepower, and back in 2006, that was a substantial amount. Now, this V36 was the SP edition, and really this was the luxury sports model, kind of the one you wanted to have. And it did get some notable upgrades. So we do have heated leather seats in here. That was special for the SP. We do have a power adjustable steering column here, which is pretty good to have. LSD at the rear, which you're definitely going to want that. You also got 18-inch alloys on this car. The rears were a little bit wider at 245 for the SP, and that definitely is something you're gonna want. Had sportier suspension in this, and it also did get a little bit of a body kit. So you had a front lip, some side skirts on this car. So it did look a little bit more mean and aggressive. And I really just do feel bad, you know, for these P-platers, because people who are just getting their license now and they want to get something that's fun, sporty, everything is just priced bananas. And I honestly think these V35s, V36s are a really, really slept on car. And, you know, the fact you can pick these things up, if you hunt for one for like 10 grand in this market, that is an absolute bargain. It really is. And these cars are pretty damn reliable as well. One of the major things people don't like about these cars is that they are an import. So Australia never sold these here from like Nissan dealerships. You had to import this thing from Japan. And I'm not sure why they didn't sell this car here. I really think it would have done well, but they didn't. We had the Commodores, the Falcons, the Holdens. But anyways, they didn't sell them here, and you had to import it. There are quite a few of them here, so a lot of people have kind of woken to the fact that these were an absolute bargain. They were a really good car, and they've imported them because they're easy, and you don't really need to do anything to comply. Some bad things, though, when you've got an imported car, insurance generally is a little bit more expensive, and you do got to go with kind of more of a sports-orientated, specialized insurer. Shannon's, they'll do it. That's totally fine. And it's not that much more. I did have a V35 before. It wasn't that much to insure. But then you also do have things like if something breaks, you might have to get parts from Japan because Nissan here might not actually hold them in Australia, which that definitely could be a bit of an issue. Like my Falcon, my Mark II Fairmont Ghia, it's the top of the range Falcon from 2007, you know, and it just does not look as good as this car at all. You know, this thing's got full nav, like infotainment, all like really nice leather with like stainless steel accents, flappy paddle shifters, like it is just really well kitted out, this thing, and for 2006, it is held up beautifully. And just coming up to some of these real tight hairpins, we're running the paddles here. I love how they're mounted to the column. That's how you got to do them. You go around this real tight hairpin. And you know, this thing revs out to like 7,500 RPM. And for a V6, like that is pretty damn good. Again, you know, it's not something stupidly fast, but you know, something similar to a Honda or something like that, it's just really fun to push hard, and it rewards you for it. And it's just such a nice, smooth power delivery, you know, that NA power. It's really sweet in this car, and again, that handling just really sticks out. Very, very sharp steering, you know. It's got a decent little weight to it. Paddles are reasonably responsive. It's not a dual clutch or anything, but, you know, it's reasonably fast for the time here. And it's just fun, this car. And again, you know, just think of the price and what you're getting. It is so slept on. It really is. And there's a huge amount of aftermarket support for these cars as well, because in America, they are so loved. They really are loved cars in America. Tons of aftermarket potential. Yeah, I like it a lot. So please remember, guys, if you are enjoying this type of content, make sure you hit that big red subscribe button and click the bell notification so you do get updated on all my weekly content. Whoa, this V36, man. It does have some grunt to it, I'll give her that. Now look, if you're really going to be smart about buying one of these, I would really try and get a later model. So one that has the upgraded 3.7 liter V6, the VQ37. That would be a really nice upgrade to have, because you could also get those in rare 6-speed manuals, but they upgraded their auto to a 7-speed. And the 5-speed does kind of suck. There's only 5 speeds. I'm not gonna lie. Like when you're riding on the highway here, you're cruising at 100, you know, you're sitting at about 2300 RPM. It's just a little bit high. You just want that extra gear to make this just a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more fuel efficient. Now, 0 to 100, we're just pulling up on this back road. We have turned VDC off. Just got it in drive sports performance mode. We reset the draggy, and I'm not actually sure what this car is claimed at. I would estimate like high 5s, maybe 6 seconds, but let's find out. So I'm just gonna preload it a little bit. There's no launch control, unfortunately. And here we go. Whoa, a little bit squirrely. This car, it did actually light the rears up a little bit and go a bit sideways. So hopefully that didn't affect the time too much. Let's find out what that was. 0 to 100, guys, was done in 6.5 seconds. And look, it's 1.6 ton. It is a big 4-door car. We're losing traction on the launch. So, I mean, we could be out here for a while. I reckon you'd be doing well to get into the 5-second range. It's not too bad, though. Now, I'm going to finish the video off here today, guys. So, a huge thanks to NextRide once again for giving me this Skyline V36. Link is in the description. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. This thing really is slept on, and at the money these cost, I think they're an absolute bargain. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If so, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We'll see you on that next video.